our time to shine. Yo, that's the kind of state of mind you gotta combine with hard work and time. You gotta climb to the top. Don't let yourself drop till your heart stops. Let this beat rock. Got a new clock and a new stock for this new rock. Just let your mind loose from the new stock. Drunk off the goose, thinking that I'm too pop. Getting caught with a few thoughts cause I'm too lost. Off the speakers can't even handle me. Giving what I got, nobody's gonna drain my energy. And I will never stop, I'm motivated by enemies. Setting up shop so everybody remember me. And no, I am not going through life regretfully. I'd rather work non-stop, what they call incessantly, than work some odd job just to live life pleasantly. Already got lost in my mind, not a fantasy. I'm getting ill, forgotten soul, so stop, drop, and roll. You lost all control and pop off your ball. I got squat, I fold, I'm not bought, I'm sold. My stock rocks, it's gold. Hey, knock, knock, she home. It's shit, talk to close. I ain't stopping though, it's hip-hop, you know. Or is it rock and roll? I'm not dropping down, no, my pocket's grown. You can't stop the show, so get rockin' on. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. Taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't never. So let me break it all down for you.
We are live with episode 29 of Nemesis. My name is Alex Shaw. Flying solo here tonight, but we've got a great night of action and we've got a great night of announcements. Starting things off, we've got John Sparkus, and he's going to reveal the first member of Team Nemesis. Who's it going to be? I mean, there's plenty of talented people on the roster, plenty of choices to choose from. But he picks the former Twitch champion, Ryan Quinn. And I've got to say, fantastic pick by John Sparkus. I know, though, they've had some issues in the past. Is that going to play a factor? You know? So, we'll have to see how that pans out. But definitely a strong contender. Speaking of strong contenders, Alexander, who was originally in the running to be captain, going up against Daniel Chandler here tonight. And Alexander seeming to be wanting to go for the tag titles. And it'll be very interesting to see if he and Buzzsaw are able to earn themselves a shot. I mean, they've definitely been proving themselves in the tag division, don't get me wrong. But it's not about what you've done, it's about what you've done lately.
The opening match on Nemesis is set for 1 fall. Introducing first, weighing 245 pounds, from New York City, representing Revolt, the man known as Alexander.
Alexander making his way down to the ring. And sans Buzzsaw ring, perhaps there's a little bit of a mutual agreement between his family, you know, leave the friends at home. And we definitely know Alexander has history with the Disciples, definitely. These two actually faced off quite a while ago, back during that little civil war between the Revolt and the Disciples. Alexander coming up with the victory then. Will it be the same here tonight?
And his opponent, from London, England, the Whitechapel Killer, Daniel Chandler.
Daniel Chandler making his way down to the ring. Gotta say, one of the toughest members of the Disciples you're ever gonna face. Just in terms of pure perseverance and just sheer will, it is hard to keep this man down. But he has not quite reached the heights that I think many expected him to towards the end of Season 2. I mean, towards the end of Season 2, like, he was going toe-to-toe with the best Nemesis had to offer. I think a lot of people expected this season to be a big, you know, coming out party almost for him. And it just never came to fruition. Who knows, though, a win over Alexander could be major here tonight. And could very well put him in the running for a possible Twitch or World title shot in the future. We'll have to see. Regardless, This is definitely going to be a very interesting matchup. These two have fought before, with Alexander coming out on top. Will it be the same here tonight? This one gets underway. Chandler immediately going for the big right hand, but Alexander taking it to the outside, and we are in no man's land already. Alexander now lifting him up. Big, almost literally no two driver there. Almost a bit fisherman's driver. I'm not exactly sure the correct call for that, but regardless, it hurt. And I think that's what's important at the end of the day is Chandler took a big, nasty hit on the outside, and that is not going to feel good for the rest of this match. Chandler, though, looking to return the favor a little bit as he brings it back into the inside. Taking the fight to Alexander, kick to the gut. And now just spinning him out into a gut wrench. Floats over, looking for a deadlift. Gut wrench suplex. And now the cover from Chandler. Only a 1 count thus far. It's going to take a lot more than that to put down Alexander. And now, taking the fight to the members of the Disciples. Off the ropes. Big back body drop. Now, we've not actually seen all that much from Chandler as of late. We do know he has been tearing it up over in Kingdom Throw, over in Britain. But, you know, they say in business, it doesn't matter necessarily what you do all around the world, it's what you do where you do it. I'm sure he's got a great amount of success over in Britain, but if he can't turn that into wins here, it's not going to get him any big opportunities here in the CWL. Although he may be on the road to a victory, as he has been in control of this matchup ever since he got back in the ring. And you've got to wonder how much of that is attributed to the fact that Chandler did have to wrestle a TLC match at Verdict. I mean, you know, I know it's been 8 days since a Verdict, but that is hardly enough time. You have to feel to fully recover from a tables, ladders, and chairs match, against, especially against some of the likes of Jonathan Spartacus. As Chandler continues to just wear down on Alexander. Takes him into the corner. Face first into that middle turnbuckle. Alexander, lights might be out. Nah, just the 2 count thus far. And now Chandler stalking his prey. Looking to pull off a big win here. No, misses the clothesline. But Alexander gets caught into a gut wrench suplex. And now Chandler is back in control. Oh, but for how long though? Okay, maybe a bit longer. I thought Alexander might be able to weasel his way out of that one, but no. Big right hand from Chandler. And now Alexander can't defend himself here. Just getting whipped into that top turnbuckle. I think the referee, at this point, you have to someone if the referee is thinking about calling the match almost, just because he can't defend himself. Oh wait, maybe he can. Catches the leg, dragon screw leg whip. Alexander trying to show he's got some fight left in him, but Chandler stops the flurry again. And now using the double leg Boston Crab, using the bottom rope, hooking the leg a bit, giving a little bit extra, you know, leverage, make it a little bit harder for Alexander to get out, but wasn't enough. And now Chandler lifting him up into a suplex side slam. And now Chandler calling for the end of Alexander. 1888 connects. spikes up center of the ring. But it's not enough. And Chandler, you can tell, is incensed. What's it gonna take to put away Alexander? The man refuses to stay down. Landslide by Alexander. And now we see him trying to feed off the energy of the CWL universe. But Chandler able to catch him slipping there, and now laying in the punches on the Revolution rookie. Goes into a cover here. No, not enough. Not enough just yet. Chandler, though, able to stay on the offense. He has not given Alexander much breathing room. As now, Alexander tries desperately to get something going in this matchup. Targeting that arm. Trying to wear down the strength of Chandler. Drop kick to the side of the head. Maybe looking for another one here, sizing him up. And again, drop kick to almost the ear of Daniel Chandler. As now Alexander cranking it, cranking the head. Continuing to get back into this matchup. Arm drag sends him flying across, and this is what Alexander needs. He needs to keep bringing the fight to Chandler. Yorktown facebuster could be enough. Did Alexander just pull off the big upset? No, not able to pull off the upset. Or the upset, or whatever I said. Regardless, Alexander looking to finish him off. Kick to the gut. Revolution. Into the cover. 1, 2. No. Not enough to put down Chandler. Like I said earlier, one of the toughest members of the Disciples. It takes a lot to keep the Whitechapel Killer down. Alexander's done it before, but it's gonna take everything he's got to do it again. As now gets lifted into the Whitechapel drop. Into the cover. Is that enough? No. Not enough to keep down Alexander. But could this be it? Chandler, lion boot, nearly taking the head off of Alexander. 2. No, I thought that was 3. I think Chandler thought that was 3. I'm not even sure if Alexander's sure that was a 2 count. And Alexander, arm drag, trying to get back into this one, but Daniel Chandler catches him with the forearms. And a Pele kick sends him to the ground. And now goes for another Whitechapel drop. Alexander had it scouted. Hurricane Rana. And now Alexander getting back into it. He's feeling it. Oh, wait. These two just like two bulls chopping. Daniel Chandler right across the chest. These two so equally matched. Chandler sending him into the corner. And again, the reverse turnbuckle STO. And Chandler taking the fight to Alexander. Deadlift. Yakuza cutter. Into the cover. No. And how disheartening must this be for Chandler? You've thrown everything at him. You've thrown everything at this guy. What's it gonna take? Misses the lion boot. Goes for it again. Alexander catches it. Forearm. Chop. Kick to the gut. Revolution. into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and Alexander pulls a victory out of the hat and picks up the win against a very game, a very on point Daniel Chandler. Whew. What a way to start Nemesis. Daniel Chandler threw everything he had at him. And if I think he hit that last Lion's boot, it would have been enough. But Alexander would not be denied here tonight.
The winner of the match, the man known as Alexander.
What a way to start Nemesis this week. Ryan Quinn joins the men's Battle Alliance team. Alexander beats Daniel Chandler in an absolute barn burner. And now we move on. We talked about the men's captain, John Sparkus. Now we have the captain of the women's team, Scout McKenzie, going up against Kaylin. And Kaylin's been a very interesting competitor as of late. Has been shown to, I said this over on Vindication earlier. A lot of the new talent this season compared to last season, they aren't immediately rising to the top of the ranks. But they've shown they can get there. They just aren't there yet. So Kaylin, I feel, fits into that bracket where she's better than the rest, but she's not the best currently. She's not better than the best. But tonight, if she could beat Scout McKenzie, she could definitely make an argument for being up there.
The following match is set for 1 fall. Introducing first, weighing 164 pounds, from Manila, Philippines, Scout McKenzie.
Scout McKenzie making her way down to the ring. Who we have seen a different side of Scout McKenzie ever since that legendary rivalry with Vallen was reignited. And now, gotta wonder, with her being captain of the Nemesis women's team, that gives a big advantage to Nemesis right off the bat. I mean, you've got one of the best competitors in CWL today, regardless of gender, regardless of brand, in Scout McKenzie, leading the team. And you've got to feel tonight, after picking up a big win against Amber Arcade, she looks to continue that momentum against Kaylin. But hey, if Kaylin wins, or if Kaylin puts up a good showing, who knows, maybe Scout will put her on the team. It'll be interesting to find out how it all plays out. But before we find out how it plays out, we've got to see the match. And this is two very high-flying yet technical women going at it. We've got the Saturn's Rife as matching wings, and the Apollo 11 for Scout. And we've got that Moon Stomp, that Dragon Sleeper, the Cardiac Arrest and Last Breath for Kaylin. It's going to be an interesting one.
And her opponent, weighing 150 pounds, from Manhattan, New York, Kaylin.
Kaylin has been having a very interesting career so far in CWL. Got toe-to-toe with Harley Quinn at Midsummer's Mayhem. He's one of the few people to have beaten Harley Quinn this season. A very small group, an elite group, if you will. But she didn't win the match, and she's been sort of struggling to find her footing ever since. But now, she has a big opportunity against Scout McKenzie. And, Kaylin, although rookie, no slouch in the ring, it's been proved before. She beat Selena Adams over in Wildfire Pro Wrestling to win their women's title. So we know Kaylin is capable of being a champion anywhere, including CWL. But at the same time, Scout McKenzie isn't Selena Adams. She trained Selena Adams. So it's definitely a much bigger hill to climb for Kaylin here tonight. Collar elbow tie up. Eventually out of Blake. Now Kaylin getting the upper hand. Like I said, these two women both high flyers, but can both get very technical in the ring. As we're seeing that now, Scout McKenzie goes behind, gets into a headlock here. Locked it in on Kaylin, now takes it to the ground. And just a punch to the head, breaking things up. Kaylin, though, sends Scout into the corner. And a complete shot, bringing Scout to the ground. Scout, though, dodges the kick, who then throws a punch, which gets blocked in a famous Kaylin has been taking the fight to Scout McKenzie thus far. Scout not been able to get the most going in this match. And Kaylin seems to be on form right now, on her game. And now continuing to target the arm. Scout getting out of the hold if she can. Now turns around, German suplex. And Scout now dragging Kaylin. Locking in a dragon sleeper of her own. Locks it in, looking to cut off the flow of blood to the head, but Kaylin, if anyone knows how to escape a dragon sleeper, it's gotta be her. I mean, she uses the move for crying out loud. And Scout getting a little bit cocky there. But at the same time, is it cockiness or is it confidence? It's a very fine line, and I think Scout McKenzie rides it. Now trips the leg up of Kaylin. Scout McKenzie getting some momentum going. We saw Kaylin, I think almost catch Scout McKenzie off guard at the beginning of this matchup, but now Scout taking the fight to Kaylin. Off the ropes, huge cutter there. As she hits the docking scene from Interstellar, and now Saturn's Wife's matching rings has been locked in. Kaylin has nowhere to go. Center of the ring. She needs to find a way out of this one, trying to power out of it. She's got an arm free, using the elbow and able to escape, but is the damage done to the arms of Kaylin? It's going to be a lot harder for her to lock in that last breath sleeper. And now, drop kick to the small of the back. And another complete shot now into the cover on Scout McKenzie. One. No, just a 1 count. Backflip, looking to maybe go off top, maybe Colin for the cardiac arrest, that moon stomp there. Instead, no, calling her to her feet. Up to the top rope. Huge drop kick, connects flush against Scout McKenzie. And now, Northern Light suplex. Kaylin not giving Scout an inch. Gator roll here. Looking to maybe lock in a crossface, which she does. I don't know if she's able to get a proper hold of it, though, because of the damage done to the arms by the Saturn's Wife has matching rings. Into the cover, one. No. Goes for a kick to the back, but Scout McKenzie coming up to meet her. Drops the legs. And now, there we see the what the F. I mean, this is marketed to kids. We aren't allowed to say what it actually says, but it could be enough to put the Kaylin away, and it is. Kaylin knocked out, kinda, by that drop kick. Definitely, though, a valiant effort by Kaylin. But, you're going up against the woman who beat Vallen, who's beaten Harley Quinn multiple times before, who's the leader of the Nemesis brand. Kaylin gave it all she got, but it just wasn't enough here tonight against Scout McKenzie. And now we await to see who Scout will have on her Nemesis team. We know she's going to have to go up against Stockz over on Vindication. We'll see what happens.
The winner of the match Scout McKenzie.
Coming up next, we've got almost the inverse of our opener, as the partners of Alexander and Daniel Chandler go one-on-one against each other. Buzzsaw Briggs versus TJ Black. Now, TJ's been in a bit of a slump lately, coming up short to Brian at Verdict, and not really been able to pick up a singles win since losing that Twitch championship. Tonight, though, he's got a chance to come back here against Buzzsaw Briggs. But that's a big if. Buzzsaw, he's a talented performer. He's been killing it this season. Let's see who comes out on top.
The following match is set for 1 fall. Introducing first, weighing 245 pounds, from Houston, Texas, representing Revolt, the Buzzsaw, Brian Briggs.
The cowboy making his way down to the ring, riding into town. He's got himself a shootout with a loaded gun on his hand. But one has to wonder how ready each man is. I mean, Buzzsaw Briggs, always on his game, always a tough opponent. TJ Black in a slump. You know, does TJ have that little bit of extra motivation in this matchup to come out with the W? I mean, obviously you always want to win. Like, I'm not saying, oh, you know, he's gonna not try or anything like that, but it's like, you know, does TJ have a little bit extra that he needs to overcome Buzzsaw Briggs? And does Buzzsaw have that same edge to him here tonight? We'll have to find out.
And his opponent, weighing 215 pounds, from Salt Lake City, Utah, the Loaded Gun, TJ Black.
TJ Black making his way down to the ring. And, you know, he came up short against Brian at Verdict. But you can't deny the kid has talent. You can deny a lot of things about the kid, but you can't deny his talent. But he seems, like I said earlier about Caitlyn, he seems to fall into the same bracket as a lot of people in Season 3 where they're good, but they've yet to crack that upper echelon. I don't think we've seen anyone this season that's a rookie have a Dylan Vincent style, you know, run to the top yet. It's been very much so, you know, it's not like Season 2 where we had the Dylan Vincent and the Ryan Quince and the Roger Smith where it was almost meteoric, like they were immediately in the title picture. For these guys, it feels like they're just below that point, and TJ Black, I feel, is someone who he just needs one breakout moment and he can become a star here in the CWL. And now Buzzsaw immediately, schoolboy into the powerbomb. Buzzsaw not taking this match lightly. And TJ now, Dragon Screw Light Whip, taking it to Briggs. Neither man necessarily wants to lose this match, but you gotta feel TJ wants it that little bit more. He's on a losing streak. He needs a win. He needs to pick up some momentum of some description. But Buzzsaw, I think, is looking to stifle. I think he's looking to make it 2-0 for the Revolt here tonight. As they now travel to the outside. TJ Black brings it back in. We've seen him develop a lot more of a striking MMA lifestyle lately. And the deadly strikes of TJ Black are not something to be taken lightly. They are just that deadly. And Buzzsaw has been kind of on the, on the defense so far. Constantly have to roll out of the ring. TJ taking the fight to the cowboy, but now these two just slugging her on the outside. Goes for the cutter. Does Buzzsaw break? Gets caught with the crossbody, and now there's the grounded pound, the rights and the lefts from TJ Black. And TJ now targeting the head. Trying to cut off that blood flow. Also trying to just discombobulate Buzzsaw Briggs here. Oh, but Buzzsaw trying to fight his way out of it. Punches to the side, and now Buzzsaw needs to get something going here. But TJ not gonna let him. And TJ gets hit with that shoulder tackle. But again, these two going tit for tat. But it feels like every time Buzzsaw gets a little bit of offense, TJ matches it, and Buzzsaw just hasn't been able to match it when TJ gets offense. TJ feels like he's constantly getting just that extra one over on Buzzsaw, and now just wrenching at the ligaments. As TJ now stalking the prey that is Buzzsaw Briggs, but Buzzsaw able to get to his feet. Picking up TJ Black. Huge forearm. Got TJ sent to the ground, but a jawbreaker brings TJ back into it. Monkey flip. Sends Briggs flying across the ring. Now trying to go for the head, but Buzzsaw wouldn't let him. And now we see the cutting edge from Buzzsaw Briggs into the cover. 1, 2, no. Just not enough. But Buzzsaw now calling for the end here. Calling for the final shot. But no, knee to the head. Another knee. TJ. Oh, but Buzzsaw very smart. Rolling to the outside. TJ 2 straight knees. Might have been able to get the cover there, but Buzzsaw rolling to the outside, making sure he couldn't get pinned. Now these two again battling on the outside. TJ now trying to get into this here. Buzzsaw's mounted a little bit of offense. He's been bringing it back. But TJ's not going to let him just walk over him. And then we see the Black Plague. And I think that could be it for Buzzsaw Briggs. No! Be it, I will say, I'm not calling faulty officiating or anything, but the referee did take an extra couple seconds getting into the cover that might have influenced Buzzsaw's ability to get out. Regardless, this match is keeping on. It's continuing. And now Buzzsaw targeting the arm of TJ Black, trying to get rid of the striking, trying to get rid of those punches he's been throwing. Continue to just wrench on it, and this is smart. I think a slower pace benefits Buzzsaw, but now TJ trying to get into this one, but Buzzsaw again, the front chancery. And now targeting the legs, looking to maybe give her some of the power behind that roundhouse, that Black Plague. Buzzsaw now going to the top. We rarely see Briggs fly. And Black's halfway across the ring. Elbow drop from Buzzsaw. Into the cover. Is that enough? No. Headbutt by Briggs. Off the ropes. Goes for the belly belly. Iron rake by TJ, but not enough. Gets blocked on the V trigger there, and the lariat takes him down, and now it's TJ that has to roll to the outside. But Buzzsaw, I think Buzzsaw's going to go meet him. Goes for the flying clothesline, but Black able to get out of the way. And these two now trading strikes on the outside. Black now the one to bring it to the inside. And these two going back and forth. Targeting the arm is TJ Black. Now, kick to the gut. Lifting up. A Buzzsaw bomb of his own. The buckshot to Buzzsaw breaks. A little bit of anything you can do, I can do that much better. And now sending him into the corner here. TJ Black sends him to the outside, kick to the knee, goes up to the second rope, and TJ Black connects with the Genocide. Genocide connects, and that's gotta be it for Buzzsaw Breaks. A hell of a contest, but TJ Black he kept on the offense. Buzzsaw Breaks was not able to get any openings, and like I said, it felt like every time Buzzsaw did something, TJ would answer back, but Buzzsaw had issues answering back to TJ's offense, and that was the difference maker here tonight. And now gotta wonder what's next for TJ Black as we head into battle lines. There we see the buckshot, his own personal Buzzsaw bomb.
The winner of the match, the loaded guy, TJ Black.
Big win for TJ Black, a much needed win, some would say, but it appears now we're having a bit of a, well, it appears we're being graced with the presence of our women's champion, Harley Quinn. Now, Harley Quinn finally putting to bed that rivalry with Marilyn Benson in their Titanic clash at Verdict 2 out of 3 falls. Harley Quinn finally coming out on top and settling the score once and for all. And it appears she has a bit of a message for us here tonight. Well. Looks like Harley Quinn has put out, I wouldn't call it necessarily an open challenge, but has definitely put out a challenge. It looks like someone's coming to make a challenge of their own. Amber Arcade, gotta say, coming up short against Scout McKenzie. You have to feel like, once again, Amber Arcade came up short in a big match situation. So, at what point does this start to wear on their psyche, wear on the confidence of Amber Arcade? We know she's a talented competitor, but she just can't seem to get the job done when needed. Well, she's here to make maybe a bit of a statement of her own with Harley Quinn. Well, that did not go the way I thought it was going to, if I'm being perfectly honest. Amber Arcade laying down the challenge. Her career for Harley Quinn's title. I mean, we yet to hear if Harley Quinn's going to accept, but definitely, raises the stakes if that match is to happen at Battle Lines. But coming up next, we've got Jacob Nitro versus Royce. These two got a little bit of history, actually. Royce beat Jacob Nitro to get into the Gold Rush ladder match, and Royce has actually beat TJ Black, Jacob Nitro's Disciples buddy, just a couple short weeks ago. Now, Jacob Nitro looks to get some amount of revenge against Royce here tonight.
The following match is set for 1 fall. Introducing first, weighing 218 pounds, from Rahway, New Jersey, Jacob Nitro.
Makes his way down to the ring. Jacob Nitro, the newest member of the Disciples, and I've got to say, I feel like Nitro feels like someone who showed up the season late. You know how I keep talking about the whole, can't quite, they're great competitors, but they can't quite break into that upper echelon? I think Nitro fits that bill. And Nitro has shown he can hang with the best of them, but he can't win the big matches. He failed multiple times in the YouTube title chase, multiple times, once going to the Twitch title, and now he's got to wonder what's next for Nitro. I mean, we saw him attack FBA brutally on Vindication backstage at the Super Show. You've got to feel he's looking for a man of revenge, FBA, but Nitro right now can't focus on FBA, can't focus on that. He has to focus on this man right here.
And his opponent, Royce.
Royce making his way down to the ring. Royce had a hot start here in CWL. Went 4 straight matches without losing a singles match. Hell of a record. But since then, he has kind of slumped just a little bit. And now, he looks to keep the momentum up. He beat TJ Black last week. Now looking to beat Jacob Nitro. Who knows, maybe he's trying to work his way through all of the Disciples. That's a very possible endeavor he could be going for. Gotta say, it's weird not having entrance music. Normally, Jacob Nitro came down here with some cool entrance music. I think just an awkward silence, It's weird! We've asked them, hey, what do you want for your entrance music? We'll give you anything. We'll give you something from, Metallica, Spice Girls, whatever. But no, he chooses to come down at silence. I see, okay. Regardless, the match is started. Jacob Nitro immediately starting things off with the neck breaker. Not wasting any time taking the fight to Royce. He knows that Royce is a hell of a competitor. So he does not want to underestimate him. Because if you underestimate Royce, you're probably going to lose. You could say that about a lot of matches, to be honest, but especially with Royce. He feeds on underestimation. And now Nitro getting to his feet, though. Drop kick sends Royce to the ground. Now stomping on Royce. And now looking for the foot DDT, that leg DDT there. Targeting the legs, looking to get rid of that big spinning roundhouse and that super kick that is so deadly. They are match enders, they are finishers for a reason. And Nitro slowing down the pace, very new style here for Nitro. Typically he's very much so a high flyer, but in this one, keeping the pace at his very slow, very methodical, wanting to keep it how he wants it. So it's a very interesting strategy. I'm waiting to see if it's going to pay off, however. As Nitro sends Royce into the corner. And these two just fighting for position in the corner. As now... Oh, elbow now. Now we're out of the corner. Nitro, kick to the gut. And an enziguri nearly taking the head off of Royce into the cover. Not enough just yet. Is Nitro now calling for the end already. Goes behind and connects with the burnout. And that could be enough. A quick one for Jacob Nitro. And a decisive win against Royce. Jacob Nitro, he came in with a game plan. I think he almost wanted to throw Royce off of whatever game plan he had. I think Royce was expecting Nitro to be super high flying, super fast paced like he normally is. And then Nitro just didn't do that and Royce couldn't adapt in time. Big win for Jacob Nitro against someone who's very much so a game competitor here on Nemesis and almost avenging TJ Black's loss from a couple weeks ago.
The winner of the match, Jacob Nitro.
Coming up next, Brian looks to take on Drake Harrison's sort of tag partner, sort of best friend. I'm not sure if they're a tag team currently. Their whole relationship has been kind of back and forth a little bit. But regardless, facing Drake Harrison's friend, the Tornado. And I've got to say, you know, Brian and Drake Harrison have a bit more history than people may think. It was actually Brian who... when he left, he left the Disciples by shaking hands with Drake Harrison, by shaking hands with who they perceived as the enemy. So these two definitely have a bit of history.
The following match is set for one fall. Introducing first, Brian.
Brian making his way down to the ring. Pulling off, I think, a win that not many people expected at Verdict against TJ Black. But hey, I mean, a win's a win, and you know, he's actually been setting himself up for a very good year, season 3, sorry. Ever since the end of season 2, we're on the final episode of Vindication. He beat Brandon 2 out of 3 falls, and then he came to Nemesis, and he's been holding it down. He's been doing well for himself. So, he definitely is someone to look out for. He's definitely earned his spot in the world title picture. But he has yet to earn the world title itself. Ryan now. He's got history with the Tornado. But it's not about history right now, it's about who is better. Because this isn't, at the end of the day, Brian's prize isn't, oh, I beat the Tornado. It's, I am now one step closer, 1 week closer to battle lines and fighting Drake Harrison.
And his opponent, weighing 450 pounds, the savior of Sin City, the Tornado.
The Tornado make his way down to the ring. It looks like Drake Harrison's going to be accompanying him. And I mean, hey, when you're the champ and you've got a big title fight coming up, you know, you want to scout your opponent. You want to make sure that you know what they're going to be going for. You need to learn their moves, and there's no better place to learn about your opponent than from ringside. And now the Tornado. One of the more dynamic competitors, pun unintended, but you know, big guy. You don't see a lot of giants here in the CWL. Well, Tornado is definitely one of the bigger guys here. Ryan's gonna have to pull something out of the hat almost to get this guy off his feet. Also, why did Drake Harrison take off his shirt? He's not in the match. Well, for whatever reason, Ryan's got Tornado rocked in the corner right now. As he sends him to the... What's he got in mind here? Lifting him up! Falcon arrow off the middle rope. I think he realized he couldn't lift him from the up to the top, but he could lift him from the outside. And now, bicycle knee strike, not enough to drop the Tornado. And these two just exchanging strikes in the middle of the ring. Sends Tornado into the corner. Big knees in the back by Brian. And now, Brian targeting the leg. Kicks to the chest of the Tornado and a jawbreaker sends Tornado down. Kick to the stomach. Forearm shot. Got the Tornado rocked, but not enough to drop. And now a flapjack, clipping that top rope a little bit there. And now, Brian, super kick. Oh, went for the kick to the knee. Maybe look at the setup for trying to get the big man down to a knee so he could get a shot to the head, but Tornado blocked the kick. And now, just the gut punch. Brian, ever the striker, Pele kick, but not enough still to knock the Tornado off his feet, and the lariat will send him to the ground. I don't know if Brian has been able to knock the Tornado off his feet with a strike yet in this match. And if he isn't able to, I'm not sure how well this is going to go for him. As Tornado lifts him up. And just a drop there, torture rack drop. But wait, Canadian Destroyer from Brian. Almost punishing the Tornado for taking that moment to feed off the CWL universe, saying, hey, I'm here to play just like you, and now spinning him around. Big swing. It doesn't stop. But now into the cover goes Brian. But not enough. The big swing, one of the most devastating moves in CWL history. But not enough to beat the Tornado here tonight. Went for the lariat once again. Bicycle knee strike and the big man is down. Brian Black now just waiting for the Tornado to get to his feet. Is now a knee strike sends the Tornado reeling to the outside. Adams taunting the Tornado. Called for him to get back in the ring, but instead goes out to bring him in himself. And now these two men in the ring here. Into the turnbuckle. Big knee strike. And now just choking the life out of Tornado right in front of Drake Harrison. Talk about sending a message. And now, what's he got in mind here? Going to the outside, up to the top rope. Brian, Frog splash to the Tornado. Tornado, though, able to get up, shoulder tackle. fighting through the pain. Goes for the forearm. Bryan ducks it. Kick to the gut. Oh, taking out the knees. Trying to go for the knees. And now in the corner. Looking for the big boot. Claymore kick connects into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and Bryan picks up the victory. And that was definitely a display for the champion, showing, hey, you need to keep me on notice, on your mind, because at Battle Lines, I'm coming for you. And we saw the kick, nearly taking the head off of Tornado. You've got to feel what would happen at Battle Lines if he could hit that against Great
The
Harrison.
winner of the match, Bryan.
Now coming up here, we have our main event of the evening. Ash Carter versus Kaylee Madison, number one contendership for the open weight title. We saw at Verdict on the pre-show, Carter lock in that armbar, and it was almost an immediate tap out from Noel Park. I've never seen someone tap out that fast, but we've seen also Kaylee Madison. She's got the track record. She's gone for that openweight title before. Wasn't able to take it off Holly Queen. Could she be the one to unseat Sarah Price?
The main event of Nemesis is set for 1 fall. Introducing first, Ash Carter.
Ash Carter making her way down to the ring. Had quite the start to her career here in CWL. Joining up with Scout McKenzie to fight the White Lotus for the Wildfire Pro Wrestling Tag Team titles, but was not enough to win in that match. Now looking to prove herself in singles competition. And Ash Carter, definitely a great competitor. We've seen the technical ability, seen the power on display. But with Ash Carter, you've also got to keep in mind, still a rookie here, still has a lot to learn at CWL. Kaylee Madison could catch her slipping here tonight. It's sure to be a very interesting main event. And Ash Carter, this is the biggest opportunity she's had. Sure, she fought for Wildfire tag titles, but the openweight title, that's CWL gold. So this is her biggest opportunity in CWL. But coming out now is someone who is no stranger to challenging for that openweight title.
And her opponent, Kaylee Madison.
Kaylee Madison making her way down to the ring. Has gone for that title in the past, but came up short. Just short. In that Iron Tables match she had with Holly Queen. And ever since then, we've seen a completely new side of Kaylee Madison. And now, Madison has another chance to get a shot at the title, and it's been a long time, but she's evolved as a competitor, and also we've seen before where superstars can be pretty much anyone except for one specific person. Who knows, maybe now that Holly Queen is a champ, we could see Kaylee Madison pull out, you know, the win. Pull out the win and become champ. We'll have to see. First, she has to get there. Call elbow type to start things off. Going into the corner. Clean break to start things off. Two kind of technical wrestlers here. I've got to give, I feel, the technical advantage to Ash Carter. You know, we saw that armbar get locked in on Millwell Park, and it was tap out city. So now, if she can lock it in, I fear for Kaylee Madison, it's going to be more of the same. But Madison not letting you get too much off of him right now, and Madison just taunting Ash Carter. Cover one with the 1K. Okay, Madison sends her into the corner here. Goes for the knee, gets caught by Carter. And Carter now taking the fight. Kaylee Madison sweeping the knee. We know of the strength and we know of the technical prowess Ash Carter, but Kaylee Madison, no slouch in either department herself. This is a very evenly matchup just in terms of wrestling style. European uppercut by Carter, chopped by Kaylee. Carter now. And now we see shoulder breaker to Madison. Oh, but Madison breaks through the hold. Hurricane Rana. Kick to the back. And Madison now still choosing to gloat, still choosing to showboat just a little bit. But you gotta wonder at what point is, you know, you have to stop the showboating, stop the grandstanding, and start, you know, focusing fully on Ash Carter, taking Ash Carter 100% seriously. Sends Ash Carter into the corner. And now, got him in place. Big shotgun drop kick. Into the cover now. 1, 2. Just a 2 count off the drop kick. Gonna take a bit more than that to put down Carter. Now sending her off the ropes. Flapjack by Kaylee Madison, now looking for a second one here. Another flapjack by Madison to Carter. Into the corner, maybe? No. A third, a trifecta. Oh, but Carter this time reversing. Trying to Turk the arm there, trying to break it maybe, trying to just do some work to it. Madison fighting out of it. And now kick to the gut. Hold on, this might be the end here. Brainbuster! Into the cover. 1, 2. Ooh, nearly thought we had a number one contender crowned right there and then. Then Carter fighting out of it. And now from a deadlift position, Yosaka Carter, the Crimson Kill. And now, Carter looking to put him away here. Impaler DDT into the cover, and that's got to be it. No. Carter's got to be wondering, what's it going to take to put down Madison? Both women have hit their best shot, all to become number one contender for the openweight title. That's how much it means to both of them. Oh wait, roll up there by Madison. Madison looking to steal one. No, just a 1 count. And now goes for a Michinoku driver. Madison able to push off. Clothesline, gets caught to a flapjack, hung up on that top rope. And now this is not a good spot for Madison at all. Armbar locked in. Nowhere to go. Oh wait, Madison fighting out of it. Not letting him get a proper hold in, I think. But a knee to the gut. Another kick. Another Impaler DDT. And into the cover. And your number one contender is Ash Carter. And big win. Curly Madison gave it everything she had, but in the end, Ash Carter taking out the victory. I thought this could have been it here. The Brainbuster on display for Madison, but it wasn't to be. And then it was just all offense like Carter. I think what we've noticed with Carter is once you let her get on a roll, it's hard to stop her. And I think if she can just get on a roll against Sarah Price, it might be hard for Price to get through the offensive wall that is Ash Carter.
The winner of the main event, and your new number one contender for the CWL Openweight title, Ash Carter.
A big win. Ash Carter to close out the show here tonight. On behalf of everyone here at CWL, I've been Alexander Shaw bidding you a very farewell adieu.